Imagine you've been deep-sea diving for years. Every foot you descended required a heavy lead belt, a massive oxygen tank, and a constant, exhausting battle against the crushing pressure of the ocean. You've been grinding in the dark, watching your peers play on the beach while you've been fighting for every inch of depth. But then, it happens. You hit the $100,000 mark. Suddenly, the physics of your world flip. That heavy lead belt? It's gone. The oxygen tank? It's now a jet propulsion system. You've officially broken through the pressure zone of wealth building, and for the first time in your life, you have buoyancy. Congratulations! You've achieved what 90% of the population never will. You've built the escape velocity engine. But here's the cold, hard truth that most finance gurus are too scared to tell you. Reaching six figures is the most dangerous moment of your financial life. In 2026, $100,000 is a paradox. It's enough money to change your life, but it's also just enough money to ruin your future if you handle it like a saver instead of an architect. If you treat this milestone like a finish line, you'll be sitting at this exact same number 5 years from now, wondering why the wealth everyone promised hasn't shown up. Today, we aren't talking about how to save, we're talking about how to pivot. We're moving from the manual labor of earning to the automated physics of compounding. The legendary entrepreneur and philosopher Naval Ravikant once said, "Code and media are permissionless leverage, but capital is the old-school leverage that requires someone to give it to you." For the last few years, you've been playing the game without leverage. You've been trading your time, your sleep, and your sanity for dollars. You've been walking everywhere and eating coupons, as the old guard used to say. That was the linear phase. In this phase, your wealth grows $1 for every $1 you save. It's slow, it's painful, and it feels like trying to fill a swimming pool with a teaspoon. But at $100,000, you have officially acquired capital leverage. Think of it like this. If you earn a 10% return on $1,000, you made $100. That's a nice dinner. But a 10% return on $100,000, that's $10,000. That is a life-changing amount of passive movement. This is what Nassim Taleb calls convexity. Your downside is capped by your discipline, but your upside is now theoretically infinite because your money is finally doing the heavy lifting. The first $100,000 is a dogfight because compound interest hasn't joined the chat yet. You are the only engine. From $100,000 to $1 million, the engine starts to drive itself. The math becomes asymmetric. The problem is, most people stall the engine right when it starts to purr.
Now that you have the buoyancy, the world is going to try to pull you back down, but it won't look like a midlife crisis sports car. In 2026, the status traps have evolved. They are smarter, subtler, and designed to bleed you dry through ghost luxury. You've been disciplined for years, your brain is starved for a win, and suddenly you feel like you've made it. This is where the temptation shifts from survival to optimization. You'll see the ads for the $20,000 AI-optimized biohacking retreat in the Swiss Alps. You'll feel the urge to join that exclusive Founders Digital Oasis, a subscription community that costs $1,500 a month just for networking. You'll tell yourself you need the $5,000 smart home ecosystem with the integrated biometric lighting because productivity is an investment. This is lifestyle inflation 2.0. As Alex Hormozi puts it, the biggest cost isn't what you spend, it's the opportunity cost of what that money could have become. Every time you upgrade your life to match your new status, you are effectively cutting the fuel line to your wealth engine. You aren't buying a better life, you're buying a shinier cage. The goal isn't to look like you have $100,000. The goal is to let that $100,000 transform into $1 million while you keep your operating costs as low as possible. The most alpha move you can make in 2026 isn't showing off your portfolio, it's remaining invisible while your net worth compounds in the dark.
So, what do you actually do with the capital? First, we kill the fragility. If you have high-interest debt, even if it's only 8 or 9%, crush it. In a world of volatility, a guaranteed 9% return by paying off debt is the only sure thing left. Next, we build your sovereignty fund. In 2026, the job market is shifting faster than ever. You need 6 months of peace of mind cash sitting in a high-yield vehicle. This isn't an investment, it's a shield. It allows you to say no to a toxic boss or a bad deal without flinching. Once the shield is up, don't get creative. The biggest mistake people make at 100K is thinking they are now sophisticated investors. They start chasing DeFi AI hybrid yield farms or trying to day trade the latest Neuralink tech stocks. Stop. Follow the system mode approach. Use low-cost, broad-market index funds. Use your tax-advantaged buckets like the 2026 Roth equivalents or your 401k matches. As Taleb suggests in Antifragile, you want a barbell strategy. Keep the vast majority of your wealth in ultra-safe, boring, compounding assets and only play with a tiny fraction. The goal isn't to beat the market this month, it's to ensure you don't get wiped out over the next decade. When you were grinding for that first 100K, you were a worker. Your time frame was the next paycheck, the next month, maybe the next year. Now you must become an architect. Architects don't care about the weather today. They care about the structural integrity of the building 30 years from now. You need to stop asking, how much money do I have, and start asking, what does this capital allow me to build? Wealth isn't a number in a bank app. It's the ability to own your time. It's the option value of your life. Maybe you want to launch a venture, or move to a country with a better quality of life, or simply never have to check a price tag at the grocery store again. When you have $100,000, you are no longer a victim of the economy. You are a participant in it. You have skin in the game. This requires a radical shift in identity. You are now a capital allocator. Every dollar is a soldier you are sending out to bring back more prisoners. If you spend those soldiers on ghost luxury or status symbols, you are losing the war. Reaching $100,000 proves you have the biological hardware to be wealthy. You have the discipline. You have the grit. You've already done the hardest part. The journey from 100K to 1 million is actually easier than the journey from 0 to 100K, but only if you stay out of your own way. Don't let the 2026 status games distract you. Don't let sophisticated investment scams tempt you. Stay buoyant. Keep your costs low, keep your systems automated, and let the physics of the universe do the work you used to do with your own hands. You've broken the surface. Now it's time to see how far the current can take you. If you're ready to move from saver to architect, hit that subscribe button, drop a like to help the algorithm find other future millionaires, and let me know in the comments what is the first status trap you're going to ignore this year.